Hi Aquarius, here is your ex-partner reading for the month of March. Please be aware it is a general reading, so it may not resonate. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising signs. I have done the 2-row spread. This will be the row for you and this is the row for your ex-partner. Also, just to remind you that sometimes the energies of the cards can get crossed over. So if I'm talking about you, but it feels that it fits more with your ex-partner, then please apply that to your own situation. Now, the first card we have up here, we have the Magician, which is number 1 in the Major Arcana, and it is reversed. When the Magician is reversed, it can talk about an element of manipulation or deceit. It can talk about somebody turning the charm on for their own personal gain. When the Magician is reversed, he can often, or she can often be referred to as a trickster. Now, this is either how your ex-partner viewed you and how you were behaving, or there's an element here of your ex-partner here that somehow was deceiving you. It can as well sometimes talk about feeling out of touch with reality. Maybe feeling an element of confusion. It can as well sometimes talk about how the true potential of this relationship was not reached. That it may very well have had a lot of potential, but it was cut short, so that full potential was never realized. So there's a few different meanings here that are gonna apply to some of you, and some of you it will be different, okay? Now, on your ex-partner's side, we have here the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands, it can talk about the clearing of a burden. It can talk about how they may very well have felt that they had this heavy weight hanging over them or on them while they was in this relationship with you. Now, it could be that they may have been carrying this burden because they knew that they were deceiving you. Or it could just be referring to how they felt while they was in this relationship. And it can talk about a clearing of that burden, about releasing what no longer serves you. Also, sometimes with this card, it can talk about an element of self-deception, about how they may have, as I said, self-deceived themselves in regards to you or aspects of this relationship. Now, here for you, we have Major Arcana, we have the Devil card. When it's reversed, it talks about releasing. It talks about either releasing your thought perception of this relationship and person, the way you perceived them, or it can literally mean breaking that tie and that chain that you had with them. Because when the Devil card is upright, you can see the chain there around both people's necks. But the chain is loose. They can take the chain off. But their thought perception, the way they are perceiving this relationship, is as though they are tied to each other. And they can't break that commitment or that tie. When it's reversed, it's about coming to that realization that yes, you can free yourself from this. And it may very well be that you were dealing with somebody that was manipulating you, that was a bit of a trickster, that was deceiving you. And while that was all going on, you felt tied to them. But now we see you come into that realization that that tie can be broken and you are not committed or entrapped in any way to this person. Here for them, now they've cleared the burden of this relationship, okay? Or they're not feeling this weight on them. We see here they've got the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles, it can talk about losing focus. And I just feel that, you know, it's highlighting how they are not so focused anymore on you and this relationship. It can also talk about they may have in some way had a very overblown sense of their own importance. That maybe they were more focused on themselves and their own needs and wants than they were on you. And maybe they felt that having to focus on you and give you attention was a burden. But that is obviously all part of being in a relationship. There has to be that give and take. But maybe, as I said, maybe they were just so self-absorbed that they did not focus enough on you and the relationship. That they felt that that was a burden. Down here we have the Six of Pentacles, which is reversed. The Six of Pentacles, it can talk about a block in happiness. But it can also talk about giving too much. Like I kind of mentioned with that Page of Pentacles, whereby you may have been the one who was doing all the giving in this relationship. And they were happy to take, but they never quite matched what you gave. Because, as I said, they were more focused on themselves. They were very self-absorbed. For them here we have the Page of Swords. Now, The pages can often talk about new opportunities and new beginnings. Because the swords represents our thoughts and our thinking and communication. When it's reversed, because the page of swords can talk, is often referred to as the truth card of somebody speaking their truth. When it's reversed, it can talk about a delay in that. How this person you was involved in is not speaking up. And you may feel that you have loads of questions unanswered about why the relationship ended and about why they behaved or did what they did. But we can almost see like a blockage here. Maybe they've lied and they haven't spoke their truth. So we see a blockage here with the truth coming through from them. Down here for you, we have the Two of Wands as your outcome card. Now, the Two of Wands, it can talk about having made a decision. Well, it can talk about sticking with what you know or going off to explore new horizons. If you look at this man, he's got the world in his hands. And, it could be referred to as though, the world is your oyster now. This man has got an idea. He's holding on to this wand. And he's got this idea of what it is now that he wants to go off and do, because the wands is all to do with action. So for a lot of you, you are focusing on your future. You are focusing on new horizons now. Now you've been able to free yourself, as we see with that Devil card. But also, I sometimes think about this Two of Wands in terms of balancing your needs and your wants. And if we look here with this Six of Pentacles, where I spoke about how you may have done more of the giving and didn't get enough back. And here we could see you focusing very much on what it is that you feel that you need and want out of your relationships, or what it is now that you feel you need and want from your future. It is a very positive card. It talks about, reaching your goals, going off to explore. Now, on their side, we have the Eight of Cups. And the cups is water energy, and it talks about feelings and emotions. And we see this man literally walking away now from his feelings and his emotions in regards to this. I don't see a reconciliation on the table here. What I see is that for a lot of you, you were involved with somebody that manipulated you, that was happy to take from you, either financially or sexually or with your feelings. They was happy to do all of that, but they never quite focused enough on you. They never quite gave back enough in comparison to what you gave to them. That maybe they did view this relationship as a burden. But we see you now looking to your future. And maybe for some of you, it is a decision you've got to make. You either stay where you are, or you do go off and explore new horizons. But I feel for a lot of you, we're talking with that Two of Wands about you realizing your needs and wants now. And realizing that your needs and wants are extremely important. And that if you're going to be in a relationship, then you're going to have those two things met. Where you do not want to be in a relationship where it's so one-sided. And we see the ex-partner emotionally detached now, walking away from any feelings or emotions that they had during this relationship. We see them up here, clearing what doesn't serve them anymore, releasing that burden. And at the bottom, we still see them walking away from the emotional aspect now as well. So Aquarius, that does conclude your reading. I do hope it resonates with somebody, okay? This message is obviously for somebody out there, even if it's just one of you. I want to say a massive thank you again for liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel. I will be back again really soon to do the love reading. So until then, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.